Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to another Thursday night Throwdown. Welcome on into the fluff pile. Your guy Yaogwai here, bringing you yet another session of Cyberpunk. Surprise, I know, it's so unexpected. Nobody would have anticipated it. However, there it is, darlings. We are going to continue the throwdown on some Chrome now. That did not rhyme, and I apologize. I feel shame. Just kidding. Shame is for the weak. I feel anxiety. It's much more powerful, much more efficient, too. I actually have a surprising little amount to banter about at the moment. I actually ended up taking most of today off. I was feeling pretty run down, but didn't want to abandon the team with half of it on vacation, and then I realized that might be why I'm run down. I'm the one who never takes vacation and is always there. So I did what I could, updated the things that expired over the weekend, and fucked off to take a nap. And honestly, that makes this the best workday I've had in months. You've got a good leader when they say, honestly, I wouldn't be here either. They're very supportive in that element, that moment. I mean, they're also the same one who tells me why I haven't done any work and then spends an hour taking up my time to do a meeting about something that does not matter and that I already knew, and then ask me again why I didn't do anything in that hour. But still, it's the thought that counts. My thoughts are nowhere near work right now. I'm feeling good. I installed a shelf, put my projector on it. I use a projector instead of a television because my television sucked, and the projector was cheaper. Also, this way I've got a collection of VTubers I follow on a big screen, which includes some very small people who are probably actually larger on the screen than they are in existence. Not gonna lie. I know some very small. I did want to go and mention something before I forget about it for like the fourth stream in a row. I do use an app called Webtoons. It's a free comic app for webcomics in a vertical format. Um, there is a pay to get access to advanced to like next comic episodes early, but I just don't, because if it comes out, it comes out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And it's not like they're saying you have to spend money or you'll never see it. It just means some other people are going to see it before I do, because I see it when it's scheduled to release. I'm fine with that. Otherwise, it's a pretty good program. And one of the things it does that I like on a creative level is it allows you to add music to your comic and set it up to where it breaks or punctuates at certain points. When the screen comes over a section, music picks up or slows down or changes. And that adds a lot to some comics, the atmosphere of them, that make them really enjoyable and engaging. And some of them, it's super fucking annoying. But it's still kind of neat. And I bring this up because a few weeks ago, a friend of mine who shall not be named because they were embarrassed to admit this, but they shouldn't because, well, they were right. It's fantastic. Pointed me towards a comic called The Cursed Princesses Club. And I've got to say, it is probably one of the most precious and positive experiences I have had as far as a reading experience in my life. Not to go too far into it, it's about this kingdom with two lovely, perfect princesses, a lovely, perfect prince, and their sister, who is the best person in the goddamn world, but unfortunately looks like a witch. She is not attractive. However, everybody who knows her sees through that and sees the truth of how she is a beautiful person. Until she goes to be married to a prince from an allied nation, along with her two sisters. They're marrying different princes. It's not like a harem thing. The two pretty princesses, of course, get pretty princes, and it works out great. The third prince is kind of an isolated spaz, but cute. And, really cute. He gets stuck with Gwendolyn, Gwenny, the third princess, the protagonist, and he doesn't realize he said something hurtful about her looks while she was present, but it kind of threw her into a bit of a storm. She never, having never heard that before, she kind of breaks and leaves and runs across a abandoned looking mansion full of princesses that suffered terrible curses. Terrible curses. And they band together in this club to support each other and love each other and show each other that you can live past the curse. You can live past something bad happening to you. It's all kind of thinly veiled allegory for things. I don't want to go too much further into it, but it's just really good. I suggest reading it. It incorporates music in a very positive way, like it affects the pacing that you're reading at as well as the mood of the piece rather well. It's not one of those ones where it's super annoying. And I can't recommend it enough myself. It is very cute. It is very sad. It is very deep. It is very funny. I absolutely love the prince, their brother, because he is the prettiest among them, so pretty he sparkles and blinds people. And he's also one of the most supportive people in the world and would probably mutilate a person and bury them alive in a well if they hurt one of his sisters. And nobody would suspect it because he's so sweet. And that's who I think everybody should be in life. Try to be the prince that is nice, sweet, and would absolutely mutilate somebody and bury them alive in a well if they hurt those you love. If everybody was like that, there'd be no covered wells with people saying we just don't talk about it. Oh well. What is transitions? I'm going to transition over to the gaming screen. Is the game going to show up? Haha, there you are. Stuff! I actually tried to do something new with this by shrinking putting the game in a windowed mode and shrinking the aspect ratio on it, so that it would be, I could stretch it back out to the same size or close to it, but I'd have space on my monitor itself next to the game to put my VC face window so I could have chat and have my avatar right there. However, the only aspect ratio that fits my monitor exactly that this game comes in is the maximum aspect ratio for the monitor. Or the maximum resolution, I should say. There's nothing else in that aspect ratio. So, to get it to work, I have to shrink the screen down, the game screen itself, down to where it's like hanging out around the edge of the chat window, which is too small in my opinion. Otherwise, everything looks squishy. And as much as I wouldn't mind like using the massive real estate of my monitor for something, useful, it would affect your guys' view of the game. And I spent 12, 14 streams making it to where the view was finally good. Probably more, honestly. But I did put it in windowed mode so it doesn't just randomly crash itself when I swap over from window to window to check on chat or something. Where we last left off, we had just done a side gig, got raided. We had set things up to have our showdown at Clouds to liberate some sex workers, or let them be self-rescuing, really. Set up for the next death race. I got that call for the mega building, or for the Evelyn Parker arc job, where we are finally securing the Clouds. And picked up a cop. So this one's interesting because, like, on occasion you get a text message from some group called the Bartmoss Collective, Named after Raish Bartmoss, the hacker that broke the internet when the Corporal War in 2023 broke out after Arasaka got nuked in Night City. The reason why there's a black wall around Night City and there's rogue AIs wandering around the wild net, and there's a wild net to begin with. A bunch of hackers who are ultra leftist. Well, okay, they're anything from like ultra leftist, never been in the real world kind of Twitter leftist to oddly progressive incels. They're kind of a mess. They are a thinly veiled metaphor for something. I don't know what. But you get texts on occasion saying things like, you know, there's no ethical consumption under capitalism, it's time to wake up, we need to liberate the net, some things like that. And there is a person who, Bess Isis, who is, or aka Nancy, who is looking into one of the members of the collective, a hacker named Swedenborg Riviera. And we called her to leave a message letting her know that we are interested in taking up the job of finding out more for him. So will you just wait for that to pick up? Also got a job for Nyx, who is, if I recall correctly, the netrunner for the house netrunner for the Afterlife. I think this is actually the job we need to go meet Raish Bartmoss's corpse. Hard to say. Then we got Beast and me, Santo Domingo, so we are back out into the city, but Santo Domingo, to do that race, and we have not much else. I accidentally completed while I was running around like a ninny, selling stuff and such. Accidentally completed another NCPD job and picked up a side gig on it. And still have down on the street to talk to Takamura. But let's get Pisces taken care of. Let's get this, what I've been calling the Evelyn Parker, but it's really Evelyn and Judy Park finally taken care of. We're at the part that's bad but not terrible, and is going to be enjoyable and not awful. I think all the bad shit's done, which is going to be fantastic. Sometime later.
You're about to know my wrath.
You're about to reveal my trap card.
Hey, V. You ready?
Any idea how I can get to Hiromi?
Pulled the blueprint, got it all figured out. Okay, not all, but we're good on the penthouse. Best bet's to access it from the service level. Got a way in from there.
And Maiko? Where's she?
Meeting with Hiromi to avoid raising any suspicions.
She'll make him stay put until we're in.
Oh, you're here. I didn't recognize you with pants.
Just remember, let the behavioral chip do what it wants. Got no time to deliberate and weigh decisions. Just follow your instincts. Freeze, tense up even for a second. Could cost you your life. All right, we going in?
Let's do this.
And as a catch-up, these are all dolls who are sex workers who are given us a implant that allows them to basically be controlled through a program to be a custom-tailored experience. And Judy here has hacked that to...
There's that tone.
Yeah, follow. Here.
That fucking board is
Service level. Go.
Yeah.
Don't make trouble. Be trouble. There's smoke. This fire. You two head in right after us. Go straight to clouds.
But, Judy has hacked that to, instead of giving a custom-tailored,
Gangoons might be
intimate experience, implant a,
Better
custom
yet,
tailored
panel
solo
on the other
experience,
side. Get out of sight.
they aren't seeing shit.
Meet you by the panel.
So now, when their doll chip activates, instead of being incredibly high quality prostitutes or sex workers, they have the instincts and reflexes
What then?
of
Everyone all
a
in
high
position?
tier street mercenary.
Tom and Roxy should already be at Clouds. We
Showing
go
that
on Maiko's
the
signal.
entire
They'll mop up security.
group of
You deal with
workers
Hiromi. But
can
first,
be-
you gotta get into the penthouse.
Weaponized and protect themselves as though they were,
Get in breach security. Get me in the penthouse.
well, as good as
Thought I could do it,
good as the
but
protagonist.
sorry, it's not gonna happen. Gotta manage on your own.
Okay. On my way.
Elevator's on the other side. Be safe.
However, in an abundance of caution, the NCPD has raised the threat level to 2.
And now we're just going to the
advising
penthouse.
travelers
How's the city?
Alter, welcome, welcome.
Inside at
We'll
Clouds.
continue to keep you informed
Who's taking
as
which
the
floor?
situation develops.
We're gonna
Take
go
the
help
lower
some super
level.
soldier
Tom will head upstairs.
fuckers
We're all
fight for
set.
independence. Spoiler alerts: there will be betrayal and sadness because it's Cyberpunk.
Welcome to N54 News.
I will say the elevator up 50 some floors definitely feels like it.
Around the world.
All right, on the roof.
Uranium mine
Jump down onto the balcony. Careful though, okay?
Yep, let me make sure the roof is clear. Honestly, there's so many ways I could get in.
You? What you calling me for? I mean, that's right. I'm fucking.
On my mark.
Shit tons of.
Go!
No, don't wait up. I don't want any fucking dinner. Everything.
I'm sure that's a non-lethal fall off the 54th floor of a building. And not just par for the course, but par for the Parker arc. For what it is, it's well written, but it should not have been, in my mind. And the more I say that, the more I think, maybe I just don't like it. Keep saying it's good. I also keep saying it shouldn't have been a thing.
They punched the alarm.
Not if I got anything to say about it.
What?
Perfectly non-lethal. Way more non-lethal than that guy who I shot and he fell off the building. Poor guy. I'm sure he's insured. Sure he's got that ADD insurance. Accidental death and defenestration. Gonna go ahead and steal all their shit because they are rich. That's where you were. Boop. Station card for that door. Probably for this one too. Oh, that one doesn't even count as a door. Lovely. I see they got the same company. They buy doors from the same company that handled Stormwind.
Oh, Jesus, fuck! Floor's clear. I killed him. I killed them all.
Good work,
Same
babe.
here.
Go to the surveillance cam in front of the security room.
Achilles would have been a bad thing to find. Would have been a bad thing to be on the receiving end of. Put away. I said put away. Hate that. I hate that double tap bullshit.
You're here, finally. Was beginning to think you wouldn't make it.
Right, wrong. Chicks will give you shit no matter what you do. This one's a real charmer, too.
Look, just because she's awful doesn't mean I agree with her.
Not all girls have to be nice, Johnny. Besides, if she's got to deal with a gang, she shouldn't be. Can we get this over with?
Why are there 3 guys? What's she playing at?
That's our target, Hiromi Sato.
What are they watching?
Demo reel of Cloud's next top doll. Specially selected by yours truly. The lucky girl's gonna replace Evelyn. Hope she proves smarter.
Fuck off.
Who are the other 2?
Target audience of today's presentation. Hiromi answers to them directly. Now they're gonna watch him die in a pool of his own piss.
This is not what we agreed.
Look at me. See this? This is a look of unfucking surprise on my
I know
face.
the claws. To them, power is a question of strength,
Shut up, Johnny.
ruthlessness. This is the only way.
Maiko.
I'm about to jack him out. They will not be chirpy after the rude awakening. One show ends, another begins.
The
Just
thing
as
is,
good
Maiko's
and
not
unforgettable.
wrong.
Understand?
All right, I'll do what I can. Jack him out.
Well, she is no Parker. Wait. What's going on? Who is this?
Living proof that Hiromi Sato's time is up. This merc has already disturbed the clientele at Clouds once. She murdered Oswald Forrest. And now she's invaded Mr. Sato's private residence. As if that were not enough, this is where Hiromi's sheer incompetence has led all of us to.
What the hell?
I have long looked upon Hiromi Sato's foolish, inept endeavors.
I'm gonna take that
This?
sword.
I think it's obvious he has outlived
Somebody has
his
to draw it, I think.
V, what the fuck's she doing?
Clouds needs new management.
Am I to understand that this future manager stands before me now, speaking—
Hold on, Maiko. Think you're getting carried away.
I see not all has been agreed.
V, you gotta take him down.
Dolls
That's
at
why we're
Clouds
here.
are declaring their independence. Club will be run by them, and only them.
V, let me do the talking.
Tiger Claws will get a cut of the revenue, but they'll have no say in how the club is run.
Stop this right now.
I'll get everything under control.
You cannot even control your own mercenary. Hiromi will answer for his incompetence later. Whereas you will answer for your insolence now.
I'll fuck you myself!
Dude, I didn't even hit you.
Finally! Some real action!
V, what the hell were you thinking? You any idea what's gonna happen now?
Don't care.
What might that be?
They'll have their revenge. You've turned Clouds into a ticking time bomb.
Tried to pull a fast one on everybody, didn't ya? Jumped aboard the Liberation train, pretending you wanted to help. But all you wanted was to take Hiromi's place.
Bravo, but you missed just one detail. I still can. And no one can stop me. Not their corpses, not yours.
Oh no, she's got a doll implant, too.
All right.
A broken
get out of
nose.
there. Exits on the lower level of the apartment. Then find the elevator.
Really? Alright, fine. Can I break one of these? This is some good fucking glass. Oh, is this one I broke? Either way. Of no consequence.
Tom and Roxy are outside and safe. They weren't followed.
Now, what's this new sword? Hello, new stabby thing. Sumitogi. Damage irrelevant. It's going to get upped. Slightly increases electrical damage and grants small chance to apply shock to the enemy. Non-standard attacks deal more damage. It's into electrical damage, but Scalpel increases electrical damage, and while Sandvestin is active, increases crit chance by 50 and hits apply bleeding. I have no reason not to switch, not to keep. I like that red one, though. But it's just a regular katana. It's not a prestige iconic weapon. Open.
Get down to street level, waiting by the food stalls.
Fuck. Should have seen that coming.
No shit.
Probably had this planned from the start. Same sec we walked into her office. Jesus,
Pretty
am I
much.
a gunk. Don't be dramatic, Judy. There's a difference between being a gonk and believing people want to do good. I know you do. I don't need to believe that. I just know it. Thank you.
You have a very different response from her if
See you
you
later.
actually kill her.
See you around, Judy.
Just say kill Maiko, not Judy. You probably get a different response if you kill Judy, but I don't know how you would do. So there we
Once
go.
again, we offer you a humble thanks.
Oh hey,
You saved a great many lives.
Fluffy!
And
Welcome to the
limbs.
fluff pile, darling.
Least I can do. What's the plan now? Can your brother still be a monk?
It's those monks.
The Pratimoksha vows are a guide to enlightenment, not binding laws. Though my path is paved with ever greater challenges, I shall not give up.
Well then, I wish you all the best of luck.
Farewell. And do not stray from the path of righteousness.
So I legit think nobody who's watching at the moment was here when I did this job, but down by the docks, before I even did the heist, before the whole map opens up, this monk is found weeping by a pillar, much like this, because he's been embedded with half-baked implants. And it's because Maelstrom, those fucking psychopaths, abducted him and his brother and started implanting cyberware in them for the lulz, because monks of their path can't do anything to the body. They're very Buddhist like that. They cannot augment nothing beyond, I guess, shaving your head. Probably also ritual scarification, or people just hate monks here, I'm not sure. So you go and retrieve this one from a group of... You want, Swaffy, you wanted to fix the fact that you hadn't followed it? It's perfectly fine, darling. I'm glad you're here. Oh. Another fight just landed on the schedule. It's in Pacifica, generating huge buzz, not to mention huge cash. I know you can't resist. I'm already champion, but I know what that fight is, and I'm 100% down for it. But you gotta get this one back and try not to kill the Maelstromers in the process. The cyber optic mod that makes all of my damage non-lethal, it's trivial. The hardest part is walking around their bodies to loot without accidentally dashing, thus stepping on them and killing them. So it's nice to see them back and find that they have a resolution, and this one is at peace again, despite being chromed. It's really cool. Yeah, Swaffy, welcome in. You are now the newest darling in the fluff pile. I'm glad to have you here. We are probably most of the way through Cyberpunk at this point. We're technically not very far into the storyline. We're still about and near the beginning of Act 2, but we've done everything around that, including literally all side gigs except the ones that popped up. Fluff pile sounds comfy. Well, it is. It's very fluffy. It's very deep with the fluff. Somebody said, one of my senpais suggested that, and I've used it ever since because it's cute. We don't have much, or we got a good bit of storyline, main quest line job to do, but not a whole lot overall. Let's see. What the hell even am I? This is not the same mega building.
What the hell's got you so?
Oye, despacio!
Ah, Jig Jig Street. Batmobile, come to me. Damn it. This is the worst part about Night City. The absolute worst part. I can't resummon it because it's within 50 meters of me. But it's on the level above me. Night City is so realistically packed and dense, and I am causing my video card to chug. I've got my, Go to medium. Medium for this game still looks damn good. But, yeah, I've got my, task manager up so I can see my resources a bit better than the, gamepad that I have my hotkeys on, and I was noticing I was peaking my GPU. My 3070 I was peaking playing this game with my V-Roid up and everything I'm currently streaming at the same time, and the fact that I was toppling a 3070 with last year's game, that's impressive and also a sign of poor optimization, but I mean, yeah, the city is gorgeous. It is a beautifully laid out city. It is designed exactly as an urban sprawl would look like, especially coming out of a nuclear terrorist attack and a corporate war. But that also means that some of the tech in it, some of the world layout, I should say, is kind of terrible. I love the Batmobile. I love it so much, and I got the Forza control mod in. I'm not noticing a whole lot of control difference, but I also haven't gone off the side of the road yet. VR chat numbers, optimization-wise. Yeah. There's a mod to make the train stations work. But will they run on time?
Don't bother me.
So I don't want them stalling. Honestly, having the train stations working would be kind of cool. You know, it might actually be tighter controlling. I'm not doing a whole lot of turning to speak of. I also know to take it easy on the gas while turning in this. I'm mostly just enjoying the fact that it's shaped like a wedge so I can yeet SUVs and vans. Oh, hey, actually. I mean, that aside, that turn was really good. Drop the frame rate and resolution of the avatar as well. Yeah, I am using VC Face. I've got it up in the corner just because I'm going to be 3D debuting on Sunday. So I'm getting used to having it up and seeing what it does to my system. I'm not sure how much I want to turn the resolution down on my model. This is very pretty, but I think that's something that everybody who uses VC Face struggles with. But pretty. Optimal pretty. Yeah, you know, I actually didn't fishtail at all, and that's in the rain. Which I'm not sure has an effect. I'll be honest.
What the fuck is going on?
You know what? Nobody asked you.
You're fucked now.
Besides, I know what you are. You're fucking scabs. Only good scab is a dead scab. Tap, tap, tap. Lol, random dude screaming. There is a lot of that, especially when I'm driving around the area, for some strange reason. Oh, we're a level low. Darn, I guess I gotta go over here. Let's see,
А ну вылазь!
Wow, that slight graphics switch saved his life. But then he decided to pop out of cover again. The avatar will be over part of the screen, so I could probably drop the resolution heavily. However, sometimes I have to talk very carefully to people. And sometimes I have to block the screen. And I don't want it to look too terrible. That being said, even at medium, I'm still peaking at fucking 1070 or 3070. I would hope I'm not trying to use a 1070. Reminds me of when I was get up here. I want to loot the guy and also end him rightly. You know what? You impressed me with your ability to survive slightly longer than the rest. You get grenade face. I mean, that too. If it's funny, it's funny. And it could just be a side effect of trying to augment the glamour. Everything can be explained away if you have loose enough lore. Or no lore. But, again, I've been playing D&D since I was 5 and running role-playing games since I was 12, with the first one I ran actually being Cyberpunk. There's no way I could not have lore.
You want blood? Is that why you're here? Me! Ha ha ha! What a coincidence!
See, you're in your element here.
Yeah, well, I love to entertain, put on a show. Could say I'm a clown at heart.
Meaning we ought to keep you far from kids' B-Day parties.
Can't argue with that!
Okay, as funny as it is to continue to have a conversation where he takes lead to the back of the head. That's not...
There's the bitch!
What do scavs have against me that they're just going around shooting at me? Jump up, grab. Grab ledge. Grab ledge. What are you, a Sims character? You have no upper body strength? Fine. 1 second, clown. I have other clowns I need to deal with. Hello, gentlemen.
Not so tough now, are you?
Do you not? You didn't. Oh, right. While my Sinvestin is active, my Speedwear is active, they take 70% longer to spot me.
Fuck this!
Fuck what? You enjoy your lurk, Swaffy. I am glad to have you here, darling. Get up. Come on. Gotta loot the sniper and then go back to talking to the clown we're about to punch in the face. You know, I'm glad I didn't let you get a shot. That's an anti-tank rifle. Combat. Come on, who else is left? Who is left? Bap. 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 Now, can I go back to talking to my friend I'm about to punch? Thank you. So rude. Interrupt conversation.
So it's you I'm fighting?
Depends.
On what?
If you want to get splattered. If so, then lace up, lay down some cash, and let's have some fun.
If we're doing this, it's for serious scratch. I'm upping the stakes.
Oh, I see you're not joking around. No problem.
I wouldn't clown you,
I'll
dog.
sweeten the pot. Come with me.
Oh, doing his last job, by the way. Got the pattern to make a grenade, that is his nose. I'm not going to make them. I want to make them, but I'm not going to, because I've already got the grenade launcher in my arm. But successfully pulling off that job by providing him fire support.
You two are ready to start?
Mm-hmm. Ready as I'll ever be.
Gets you his nose pattern.
The best crawler win!
Oop. Back. Come on. Come on. Heck of a hit. Also, I'm trying to hit the, block buttons for... Oh, shit!
Stop! I'm done.
Saw his
I
nose
surrender.
sparking, yeah?
This fight is over! V is the winner!
Ooh, that was a doozy, V.
I kept trying
Got
to hit
me
the block
grinning
buttons
like a
for
goon.
Surge.
Ear to ear. Here's your take. You earned every penny.
Thanks. You're a real bozo. You know that, Ozab?
A what? And you're Miss Normal? Don't turn your nose up at me!
Hey, you do know that grenade's gonna pop one of these days, right? I avoided, but someone else...
I know. We all die someday. At least when I do, there'll be fireworks.
Fucking love you so much, Ozzy. Just so good. Such a great guy. Probably the best character in Cyberpunk. I'm sorry. He wins Cyberpunk. Congrats on winning Pacifica. Heard the other guy had a grenade instead of a nose. God, I love Night City. This place is so fucking weird. Yes! I have a Cyberman when he pops. I think we wait around long enough, he does give us the van. I don't recall. You know what? Let's actually try it. Let's see what this thing can do. Come on. Or, oh. Because I don't have many frag grenades. Gotcha. Like, I have plenty of components. Don't carry a lot of grenades. Not sure why. Launcher arm. So this will be a fun surprise. This is a surprise tool for later. Still got his challenge bar up. Weird. Oh yeah. I get access to my frunk actually pretty easily. I seem to have picked up quite a few weapons. Oh yeah, also, so the job where you go to find Saul and get him back from the Wraiths, right before you end up in a sandstorm, is at a big Wraith compound. I decided to just go back there yesterday on my time off and just obliterate them. And I got a glitch and got two of the same iconic 1000 RPM submachine guns, which I don't think CDPR has enough people who actually know guns, because 1000 RPM on a submachine gun isn't that impressive. It's fast, but it's... I mean, it's fast now. 600's ideal, 6 to 750. But, like, the Mac 10 does 13. Either way, it's a lot of rounds all of a sudden. And I also found out I got sometime pattern for the Moron Labe. So we got some iconics that we will never use, but will sit and look pretty on our wall. Does that mean I have his nose in my arm? No, I've got his nose in my pocket. And, oh yeah, not sure if you noticed, but I did change up the look a bit. Got this jacket that was already a top tier that matches the pants and everything else. I'm a lot less red, but it shows off my boyfriend's t-shirt a lot better. They do not fit in the launcher, no. The launcher takes very specific rounds. I wish the jacket was less shiny. It looks about like this leather jacket I bought when I was in junior college for $30 off the internet. That, I think technically, by legal definition, was leather. Not by much. Let's see, what gig next? What do now? Let's go talk to Nix. Oh yeah, that, okay. With that, you'll find me one way or another. Gee, I wonder how you'll do that. And of course, there's a non-lethal grenade. I forgot just how many scavs wander around Pacifica. Oh, the place is just full of them. Crawling with them. And I know they're gonna respawn. But that doesn't mean we can't do some pest control. For the good of the city. Even if this is considered an independent district now. Hello, Speedwear. Oh, Alter, did you know that the good guys that hang out in the med bay in Surge can die if you are testing a new weapon and swing it around like a jackass and hit them with it? The good news is I no longer have to find drugs for that one guy. Bad news is I'm pretty sure I just gave myself the bad ending if there is one. It's the guy your first time through. He's not tied to the ending? Oh, good. My god, there is a lot of them. That is far more than I anticipated. It worked great in New Game Plus. That is good to know. Taking drugs?
They're breathing me help! Hiding world help!
Oh, hell no. Got a freaking rocket keeper. Great. There we go. Just needed my Sandvestin recharge. Just so many scabs, seriously. Need more noses, yes. Also not used to throwing them, so that first one that I threw at them did not go anywhere near.
It burns like fire!
That's because it is. Not that chintzy room temperature bullshit. This is certified organic fire grade fire. Ah, there you are. I mean, seriously. Since this place has been declared an independent zone, the number of scavs is like tripled. It's ridiculous. But not surprised. There's no NCPD activity out here unless, of course, the protagonist shoots somebody. Essentially a combat zone. So there's nobody to stop scavs from moving in and just pulling people off the streets. Doing their raves and just rounding them up like cattle. Such a shame what happens to a neighborhood. Oh, anyway, back to, driving to a different area and fucking around in. That's right, drunk. So yeah, that was 1, 2, 6, 7, 122, 3, 4, 25, 26, 27, 28 between the car, over underneath the mall's boardwalk, and then that whole stretch. It's a lot of scavs. Or was a lot of scavs. It's not now. I must have gone through 100 rounds of ammunition. Mostly because my aim isn't as good as it is in real life. And it's not that good in real life, honestly. And I can't stop just because somebody talks shit while I'm driving by. If I do that, I'm never getting out to the waypoint 2 kilometers away. Yeah, this is handling a lot better now that I think of it, because minute adjustments are not taking me off the road. I should just stop talking about how it's handling better because it might stay on the road. E-Tech. How are you, boy? There you are. Who's a good second-rate speed car? Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to grab one of those optimization patches. Body heat. Dad rock or nothing. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, that was so much tighter control. I mean, this is still a shit tier speed car, but it just doesn't have grip in the tires. This is definitely a quarter-mile straight-line car. On that end, it can definitely, it'll absolutely compete with a Caliburn. I think if I get the drift controls down better. But... Excuse me, sir. I'm driving? God, it's stressing me just hearing the amount of skip the tires have. Whoa! Alright, you got my attention. I didn't even touch this car. Oh my god, that... So this guy, Akade Kozlov, if I recall correctly, is a guy we do a side job for, where we just deliver a car to the Tiger Claws. In the back is a corpo that they want, and it's a peace offering because he's pissed off the Tiger Claws, and he thinks he's going to make everything better by doing that. And how you handle things is up to you. You can let the corpo free, let him out in the front seat to talk to him while he's in the trunk, put him back in, or just ignore the ominous noises from the trunk. Like I did, because I was hired to move the car, not ask questions. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that the Tiger Claws did not accept his peace proposal. That's freaking great. Random shit like that. I didn't have to put that in there. What are the odds of hitting that? I mean, I've been around Night City how long? This is my 4th character. Not my 4th playthrough, 2nd all the way through. But still, I've been in the area a lot. I ain't never seen him blow up before.
You piss off already.
This is still so hard to control. I'll just park here, it's fine. There are brakes. Let me actually check the controls real quick to see if there is a brake separate from... key bindings. Separate from just a back. Vehicle accelerate, brake is just back. Okay. Oh, there is a handbrake button. Enter. I'm gonna have to try some handbrake turns. What the hell's the entrance? Afterlife is not that hard to find. Well, that was just me being stupid. There we are. Hello. What's up, big blue motherfucker?
Get you anything?
Could definitely go for a drink.
Tough day?
Like any other.
So, what'll it be?
I'll have a Jackie Wells. Anytime I'm in here, I'm gonna have a Jackie Wells. I upgraded my max stocks so I can now heal 70% of health on a drug. Yep, Nyx is their resident hacker.
V, baby, listen. Got a yarn for you. Quick biz, that is. You interested?
All right, lay it on me.
Was cruising the net, you feel? And I spotted an interesting classified.
Wait, let me guess. Performance enhancers? He used Mr. Stud cheap?
Now,
Don't,
I'm a serious
don't buy
man,
those.
V.
Your dick will be set on fire.
Serious matters are what,
Ask
if not
Jesse
all,
Cox.
that concern me. Somebody's selling a book of spells. Edition dating from before the first net crash. Might not mean much to you, but it sounds like a treasure to a net runner. Fucking Dead Sea Scroll yummy.
You want me to clup it for you, don't you?
No clipping required. Just buy the damn thing. Reimburse you twofold.
Okay, will do.
That's my girl. Zipping you the deets on the cellar. And luck be with you all the way.
You're the Afterlife resident. I'm not really gonna have an issue with work. I'm not gonna ask you too many questions. This is shared contact with Nina. Oh, let's also just get out of here because the juke's too loud. Last time we were in here, there was some Afterlife mercs. One was shot, one was sort of hanging down there going, oh god, and there's one stretched out on the table. This time around, we get to see that they did get him over to the Ripper dock, but most likely not in time. That's the way of life for mercs. Let's call Rena.
You looking for the book?
Sounds about right.
Price non-negotiable. You'll need to pay in full on pickup.
Clear enough. Agreed.
Preem, I flipped you the address. Come by your lonesome.
Real quick, was one of the things I was doing was going around checking out shops, picking some stuff up. I got an upgraded skin weave. Bro. Just want some peace and quiet, so you took out 1, 2, 3, 4 tiger claws. Yeah. Yeah, not questioning it, dude. Come here, boy. Come here. Come here. Who's a good supercar? You are. Lot tighter handle. Still easy to, still able to lose control, I'm sure, but. Oh. See? I said something and then I did it. I did the thing. I do not recognize that motorcycle. I've never seen it before in my life, Caliburn. You're the only ride for me, Batmobile. You were the only ride worthy of Bat Nixon. The only ride worthy of V. Oh yeah, forgot to handbrake on that one. Let's see here. Actually, that helps that turn immediately without having any drift. Oop. Car just hates that pole in particular, I guess. Oh, Jesus, cop. I mean, it didn't flip upside down. Oh, come on. Jeez, why are there so many civilians out on the street? Well, just knocked over a cop, but not considered nearly as bad of a situation as straight up running over a civilian, I guess. I probably would have made that turn without that pole being in the way. Let's actually follow. Crime reported. What crime? Only crime are crimes against fabulosity. That I no longer commit. Especially since I have a long coat, so...
I will find you!
You'll find nothing. There's too many cops around. I'm just gonna have to sprint for it. Yeah. Yeah, you're right there.
Yeah? Spellbook. You got it?
I do indeed. Tucked away somewhere safe. You want coordinates? I need to see my money.
You trying to fuck me?
No, not at all. I just...
Cause I really got it in for people who try that. Always tempted to end any conversation like that. Violently. Abruptly.
You'd be making a mistake. A big one. I'm not out to con you. Also, I'm not a victim. I'm prepared just as well as you are.
Damn, this stinks to high hell. But okay. Take you at your word.
You won't regret it.
Better not. Or you will. Bigly. Giving you my word on that.
Just flicked you the coordinates.
Mm-hmm. We'll see.
Better not be pulling a heckin' bamboozle. It better not be a root. I will throw a clown nose at you.
What's this? Looks like trash.
Oh, the Zeta Tech XPR. Top of the line back in the day.
Open the shards menu and decrypts the Book of Spells. Optional. Let's just see if that's possible. Wow. It's letting me do it. Y'all are gonna get to see the hacking minigame. Here I've got 7. So I need to go on order. So 5-5 1C FF 9 5-5. So BD to E9 9 to E5 1C FF. This is riveting, I'm sure. Five 1C FF. Yeah, sure, why not? ED. E9. Oh no, that scares me. F. That, then F, and so. 1C, FF. No BD. But, got the book open. BBS, from 12/12 of 19, BBS rumor mills actually churned out some truth that Zetatech Fort fucking Alcatraz, modified pit bulls at each entry point, speed traps, and see ya at access point. As soon as I stepped foot in the net, they set flatline on my ass. Nice try, Zeta, but a little aardvark and killer 6 combo meal did away with that. But for real, it wasn't easy. My trusty Elysia was smoking like a flare gun by the end of it, but I got the job done. Don't believe me? Check it yourself. I left a little note on top of Zeta's fortress where the logo used to be. Spider Murphy was here. Fuck yes, this was Spider Murphy's book. Yeah, the hacking minigame for breaking security, affecting electronics, and getting cool shit out of the occasional shard is it's interesting, in theory, with enough spaces on your deck to put codes. You can decrypt a whole slew of things and get like a bunch of payouts. But I don't have a cyber deck, so I guess I was using the memory buffer inside this cyber deck to hack the cyber deck. I'm not thinking too hard about that, darling. 6/3 of 2020. Oh fuck, he actually did it. Bartmosh unleashed data crash. The whole net's falling apart before my very eyes. Data fusing together, fortresses melting like ice cream, ones and zeros flooding the information highway. Global stock market's losing its shit. Dow Jones dropped by hundreds in a single hour. Kangtao's CEO committed suicide. Netwatch is running around like a headless chicken. Holy fuck, wait. Say goodbye to the old order. Death to the corpse. Whoop! 7/5/21. Bartmus was wrong. Everyone is wrong. The net was a mirror held up to our own thoughts and dreams, our lives. Bartmoss took it and shattered it into pieces, thinking that that would be enough. But as it happens, you can still see your reflection in every shattered piece of glass. Now instead of a mirror, we have thousands of them. Every corp, government, and gang now has their own net they rule with an iron fist, with no regulation, no accountability. Surveillance hasn't disappeared. In the hands of those who govern us, it's only gotten worse. They're like modern-day fates with optic cables of our lives wrapped around their chrome fingers, ready to be cut at a moment's notice. They hear our frustrations. They look upon our futile rebellion and they laugh. They laugh so hard while the whole world trembles at its very core. Yeah, that's the thing about the data crash, is Bartmoss was such a legend because he was there when the net interface was actually installed, when they basically did virtual terraforming. He was the only human logged in. It was all being done by AI guided by engineers from desktops. He was the only person with his brain plugged into it, and he saw the net being built. And he saw all of the possibilities and all the infinite outcomes of the metaverse collapse into the worst possible solution in his mind. So he's always hated it. Always hated it. Actually, in the first edition of Cyberpunk, the internet and hacking was very different, I understand. 2013, the internet worked very differently than 2020. As a result, one of the things he did was he developed Data Crash, the program that destroyed the internet, to try and liberate us from mass surveillance that the net created. It worked about as well as you could imagine it would from sounds of things. What do you mean, Warrens? God, how many times do I have to haul ass out of here? Nobody cares, robot. Fuck off. Oh, there's that sloppy handling, just when I don't need it. Oh god. Oh! Well, I guess the Batmobile is not invulnerable. It's okay. While the Bat car is gone, Bat Nixon will live on. Also, all I gotta do is just resummon it. Replacement vehicle has been provided through your insurance. Deductible paid is €100. So, 10 burritos. And a Batmobile, the most expensive car in Night City next to the Erendite Guinevere, its luxury sister, is right back in my hands. Dude, not cool. I like the fact that you can just resummon your car because cars are expensive even with the gameplay overhaul cutting the price.
Oh.
Yes! Handbrake turn. Perfect. God damn it. All these drones with smart weapons. You know what? Fuck you. And you. Entirely your fault for spawning in the middle of the road. I do like the fact that the explosion sitting inside of a car as it exploded did not kill me. Well, time to go walk into the afterlife while wanted by the police. I believe I just have to slide into the doors and say, base! Call it the Dr. McNinja rule. Ah. So, that cello we beat the hell out of in the, I should not use that term, my apologies. That Valentino we beat the hell out of. Oh, so yes. That is quite an ancient reference, but one of the things about that job is he's extra desperate to earn some cash because his girlfriend's pregnant and on his ass about making money. So he wagers his car against a not that much sum of money, and how you handle things afterwards is your call. You can take the money in the car, take the car and not the money, leave them both, you know, vice versa, whatever. I took the car because he doesn't deserve to have it, and he puts way too much thought into it when he should be putting thought into his family. And he sends you a picture of the baby. How's my baby holding up? She's still purring? This is who we got the Vato from, by the way, the bright gold car. You kidding? I'm head over heels. Get it? Never touching another ride again. I haven't pulled it out in sessions. I got this huge Shi on now. Not bad, but you can't compare. At least I can sleep at night knowing my old ride's in good hands. Considering your current ride, Kayla. Nope, sorry, already still drunk.
Hey, what gives?
So, you got the book?
You got my Eddies?
As I says, V, I am a serious man. Amount is agreed. All yours.
Thanks a bunch.
Don't mention it. It's money well deserved.
You received a transfer from Nix. Thanks, PayPal. Alright, now that we've made contact with him and he is, somebody we talk to. Let's go out and say hi to Bartmosh's corpse. And let's see how the handling on motorcycles is. Leave the Batmobile parked there for now and take... Let's take the Kusanagi.
You in a hurry or something?
Yes, I am. Hello, Kusanagi. I call you Motoko. To head over. Yeah, all the references to Caesar were pretty, like, literary. It's actually, it grips the road better, but it has a much wider turn. Who keeps turning off my dad rock? I swear, that mechanic needs to stop it. I don't know who would actually be my mechanic. Got a tech skill of 20. Probably build a motorcycle. Out of drugs. Yeah, what? Alright. Well, we'll follow that here in a bit, too. Oh. Looks like it's in the same direction. Also, I just missed my turn again. Thank you, Pole. Also, I'm no longer missing my turn. Fine. It's definitely like one of those you have to be playing it to feel how different and better the controls are. Ah, almost had that. And handbrake. And better. I laid off the accelerator. I think I need to keep on it. See where that map is taking. Yes, it is. Okay, good. Okay, cool. We are doing the Bart Moss job. Good, good. That's just happens to be a fairly late-in game. Or late game job. I do like the top end of this, and it accelerates to it pretty well. This is going to be the fun part. I'm doing 183 and have to make a fucking 90 degree here. Nope. Haha. But out in the boonies, there's nothing for you to hit. Next says thanks. Probably because I don't ask questions, do the job, and take the pay. Yeah, I would have absolutely crashed pre-mod. Like, I'm staying on the road a lot more. I almost made that turn, whereas I had no right to make that turn. Oh, and that looked way cooler than it had any right to. I like you, Kusanagi. Even if this isn't the best skin for it. It's not bad. Red goes with everything, but... There we go.
Oh, fuck a dog doll.
One thing I know like I know my own name. You do not poke around strangers' cool boxes. Best case scenario, you find a half-gallon jug of rancid milk. Worst? Motherfucker up a sad mast. That's Raish Bartmoss.
Great read, Velma.
Rach who?
What do you mean, Rach who? Bart Moss, for shit's sake. Gonk who fucking trashed the first net? Data crash? Rabbids? No pings? Jesus, what am I doing here? Who are you, even? I'd recognize that mug anywhere. Wanted posters all over town back in 2020. Public enemy #1, dead or alive. Half the city was on the hunt. Poor bastard. Ended up here as a dead rat in a cool box. Till some circuit blew and he thawed like so much meat.
Uh-huh. Yeah, about 20 years back, judging by the stench. Well, stood about as much as I can. Gotta go.
Hold up, hold up. Gotta be some electronics in here. First net relics, almost crank-powered. Be a shame just to leave it.
Need to think about it.
Said the gonk who missed the shuttle. Come on, look inside.
What do we got here? Looks like a box.
You're a fucking box. Try Cyberdeck.
Hey.
Hey.
That's sexist.
Just thinking. Cat at the Afterlife. Goes by Nix. Looked like somebody who'd know legacy tech. Chat him up. See what happens. Could end up pulling something from it.
This is a lot better job to take as a hacker, as a runner, because you can bust the deck yourself very easily. Actually, see if it's in my close. Worst wiki ever. So I like the fact that there's like others. Nope, but let's check in quick. Backpack. Job items. Bart Moss's Cyberdeck. Oh, it's locked up. Alright. Well, let's go to Nix. He's smart. He knows tech. I want to build a Cyberdeck so bad. I have no reason for it. Never do. Honestly, yeah. That was kind of the thing that drew me to the original chunky DS design, was the fact that it looked like a Datatech micro deck from Chrome 1, I think. I remember there being a time before smartphones where I thought, why can't you just put a phone in here? A phone inside of a 3DS. Have all the power of a handheld console. And also a phone. And yeah, it's big, but who cares? Looks better than an N-Gage. Whole subreddit for them. I might have to throw that into that Reddit link into the fluff pile. I would not mind looking at it. I kind of want to build one at least for, you know, prop purposes. I'm not into cosplay because I don't have a particularly fantastic body type, and I know cosplay's for everyone, but it's easier for people to say that reassuringly when they're not me. But I do like the idea of having some Cyberpunk gear laying around. I mean, aside from the shit that I already have, which is just coming from existing nowadays. I mean, I've got 5 VR headsets. I was actually having a conversation with a friend of mine the other day. Sent him Cyberpunk for Christmas, and he sent back a picture of Tyranid Swarm saying the game that it was full of bugs. Funny stuff. That's not my turn off. And I asked him, because he had a Rift TV, and I asked him if he had ever fixed it, because it had broken. And he said no, he didn't. You know, he's going to get onto it, he's going to just get a Quest 2 instead. Well, that's fine. But, I mean, I have a Rift S spare, because I upgraded to Pimax 5K Super. And I've also got my CV1 with 3 sensors, because I upgraded to the Rift S. I've got, you know, a couple of spares is what I'm saying. And somebody just threw you a VR game. He, of course, hadn't checked Steam again, so he's like, Cyberpunk's VR? Well, funny you say that, but no. I got him Into the Radius, which is basically as close as we're getting to a Stalker VR game. And honestly, probably better in some aspects. Fantastic game, cannot wait to play it on stream for you guys. But, told him to refresh his Steam page, he got it, and the first words out of his mouth were, "Oh man, I gotta see if our buddy Shy," not his real name, probably, I can borrow his rig, like, his rig, yeah, his VR gear. His okay. Does he have something better than a Rift S? He's got the old HTC first gen. So no, he literally doesn't have something better than a Rift S. He goes, well, yeah, but I don't have a Rift S. I'm like, dude, you paying attention? Read the text message from like 10 minutes ago. I have a spare. He apparently missed half of the conversation he was actively having with me. Weed, folks. Weed. What am I stuck on? You know, I feel bad walking past you and having to go, hey, what gives? So yes.
Could definitely go for a drink.
Tough day?
Like any other.
So, what'll it be?
Yeah, you dropped some good examples in the fluff pile. I appreciate that. I cannot wait to see. While you're here, favor and just buy this SMG and pistol off of me. Meanwhile, Jack. That's grenades. That's all accurate. Jackie. Normally there's a blurry, like, you've just had an alcohol's effect, but I think my character's got a problem because it takes several Jackie Collinses to affect him.
Hey, Nix. Listen, found something. Bart Moss's deck.
Mm-hmm. What else you find? Alan Turing's tapes?
Being serious. Have a look-see.
Look at that thing.
Ooh, running shits. Goddamn, V. Where'd you ferret this out of?
Found it outside town, in a fridge, next to its former owner's rotting corpse.
Bart Moss all the way. Netwatch made him a wanted man when looking in Shanghai, Lahore, Santiago de Chile. While that dog alighted to the net. Wonder how long he'd have kept buzzing those wires if the power hadn't gone out.
Think you can pull anything off it?
Prototyping a deck board currently
Text
using
coming apart.
cardboard, sticky
Humidity
tack,
damage.
and components.
Encryption on the MEMQ. Gotta be near divine.
Are you using bullets and drugs?
Spare me the two-step,
You need
yes
to
or
use
no?
bullets and drugs, otherwise it won't work.
I can try. Failure, though, is a distinct possibility. Then all data will be lost. Done and gone.
You should post progress of your deck board. Let's see photos. Photos. Let's use bullets and drugs.
No risk, no reward. Get to it.
Okay. Put the deck on the counter. Just ginger-like.
All yours.
All yours? Oh, V.
Hmm.
V. Got no sense of reverence. Expect if you found the goddamn Holy Grail, you'd fill it with caramel corn and Pop-Tarts.
I would fill the Holy Grail with caramel corn.
Now, let's get this show underway. Most data's corrupt, but not all. Password. A dict attack, maybe. Nothing doing. And what about injecting a command? Ha! We're golden. One more hurdle, but it ought to be as easy as pie. My. Of all people, Bart Moss should have done better.
Dog shit, cat shit, rat shit.
Ideas, V. Fast and stat. Couple of minutes and his skull sponge will be well done.
Okay. Can't be that difficult, can it?
Sim, sure. Deck only belonged to the 21st century's most superb hacker.
Wanna do this? No? Then
Okay. So it starts with the gray is whatever column or row you're on, and it just goes column, then row, then column, then row. That's how it works. And the timer don't start till you actually click something. BD to 5.5, 1C to 7A. This is actually your
shut your pipe.
I just did? Oh? Taking drugs.
Reset this baby.
Fuck a muffin.
I like the fact that it has a straw dispenser. It's very convenient.
Though it feels like I got a skull full of hot embers. Just
Might have been because I started doing it while I was having a conversation.
You started convulsing, lights went out, outlets started spitting sparks. So I killed the power. It helped.
shit. Wait, the deck. Oh man. It's wiped. All gone.
Rather have died? Really?
No, of course not. But shit. I'm gonna spend the rest of my life wondering what was on there. Listen. My services usually command a tidy sum. But this time, well, seems you rendered me a service. Take this. Handful of demons live on that shard. Wasn't Bart Moss who coded them, but they should be useful nonetheless.
Thanks, Nix. You gonna get it together? Be alright? Or you need help?
No. Be just fine. Couple of painkillers washed down with whiskey, and I'll be a new man.
And we got a level off of it. So much better as a netrunner, admittedly. Oh yeah. Health regenerates to 80% of max. Decided. Got some new... Actually seeing programs. Yeah, whatever. I don't have a cyber deck, so whatever. Yeah, different ward if you, because one of the things you can do if you have a high enough hacking is you can jack into him directly and break the code. Basically proving you're the best hacker ever. Because you out Bartmoss on his own deck. Raish Bartmoss had the distinct pleasure of being the first person that the government erased the serial identity number or singular identity number or SIN on. You know, a social security number, but SIN sounds cooler. And Cyberpunk did it before Shadowrun, so shut it. So he was actually not in the system. He got erased by the government, by NCPD, and was thus no longer considered people. No longer had police protection, and it did not matter. It did not matter because he's Raish fucking Bartmoss. However, after Data Crash, before Data Crash, he was said to have been killed. However, Spider Murphy got a very slow dial-up signal from him that dripped his biography to her bit by bit. Where your vehicle? Out my vehicle. Hit the button. There you are, buddy. So he was dead, but not dead. And indeed, he was canonically in a freezer. It was in fact his assassination that triggered the release of Data Crash. If I recall correctly. People just couldn't leave well enough alone. One of the things I love about the Cyberpunk tabletop game, 2020 specifically, Red's good, but it just doesn't have the same... Oh, fuck off, biggies. Jeez, it's like I ran some of you over. Huh? Is the amount of world building they did in their supplements just passively. Like the, supplements for net running, the one that revamps net runners and net running completely gives it an overhaul. And the second book that's just hardware and programs are both Raish Bartmoss guides. Raish Bartmoss's Guide to the Internet and Raish Bartmoss's Brainware Blowout, if I recall correctly. And they were written from the perspective of Raish, one, I believe, after he was killed. And as such, it didn't have, like... It's sort of like reading Volo's guide, where the language to it is very much, this is obviously a book, but it's not, this is a source book. Can't necessarily trust... Street? Fuck you guys. The narrative quality of it. In fact, that's one of the things that people don't get about Volo's guide, is that Volo Thorpe himself is not a reliable narrator. So all of the stuff they put in to Volo's guide about, like, hobgoblins, or goblinoids being all completely evil on an elemental level and seeking only conquest and destruction in Conquest, that's from Volo's perspective, and Volo is canonically very wrong about everything, ever. And quite frequently. My GPU has not been under 90% this whole time. I hope it looks okay for you guys.
Claire.
V, ready for the next race?
Ready here? Ready and
Absolutely.
waiting.
I've got like 2
Want to
drinks
use your
in
own ride,
still.
or am I bringing Beast?
I'll take my ride.
Fucking Batmobile?
Feels more natural to me. You get it.
Of course, yours it is.
Meet there, yeah? Rancho?
Be right there. See you then.
I'm sorry, but it's not off-road. Not taking the Beast. Unless you want me to. Beast handles poorly.
Hey V, I'm gonna take a look under the hood before we start, see if all's okay. But stay close, just in case.
This race is giving me all the wrong vibes.
Why's that?
Got 6th Street, the Mox. Gangs are well repped. Just a matter of when a temper goes nuclear.
It'll be fine, don't worry. Sorry, you need a minute to kick the tires before we get moving.
Sure.
Careful with those tires. Those are Batman's tires. Oh, fuck off. Yep, the other Calibur's not in this race. There is nothing fast enough to catch me.
Oh yeah, like that. Let's count it down. 3, 2, 1.
That truck
One
got
up
a
front,
head start.
see him? Luigi, after him! Big turn coming, cut it sharp!
Still not happy about that. But if I lay off the gas and just use turning, I think the handbrake's actually making it worse. This probably does have the Forza feel, but I guess I'm more of a Mario Kart guy. Can I just hold the left shoulder to drift? Damn it.
Go, motherfucker, go!
6th Street off the side of the road. Fuck y'all. Go Speed Racer. Yeah, I want to feather it on the turns. Decelerate way ahead of him if I can see him. This one coming up. I mean, looking at it, I still took that at 130 kph, so that's not like it's low. But acceleration on the Caliburn is fearsome. Every time I hit one of these and it goes blunk, I just think it's like trying to do a Luigi sound, or not Luigi, a Yoshi sound, but like hardcore.
Watch our back, they're moving to pass!
Dare them to try!
Fucking hell. Okay. So I think Forza mod also gives you a little bit more capacity for airtime if you fuck up. I have not flipped a car like that, and I have not gotten stuck on a cement barrier like that. High-centered, just like my brother's smart car. Or Scion IQ, dummy thick smart car. That's one way to enter a car, Claire. Jesus.
Come on! I want to smell that choo-choo burn! Let 'em roar! Make my ears bleed! Oh yeah, like that! Let's count it down! 3, 2, 1!
Like it goes plunk, plunk, and I just think it's like Yoshi going
One
bum.
up front, see him?
Bum.
Luigi, after after him.
But it has to be
Big
hardcore
turn
because it's
coming. Cut
Cyberpunk.
it sharp.
That was highly inelegant, but did the job. That was worse. Screw you. I'm not letting some Yakuza trash take anything from me. Oh no, no, no. No, this ain't it. Whoa, you.
They're back. They're moving to pass.
Dare him to try.
Guys really need to knock it off. Well, didn't get very far ahead. Well, the fact that that car just on command comes out right at that spot. Just daring you to be a bad driver. But I'm a good driver. Damn it! There's no way y'all got up that fast. Cars are getting slagged and already have a couple without gunners. Just because fuck you, that's why. Can't show the game confidence. Yep, I'm gonna do terrible at this. I'm gonna be awful. This is gonna be bad. I mean, that was less than good, but get on the road. It's gonna be horrible. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be awful. I'm not gonna make the turn. Car's gonna flip, high center, and explode at the same time. Only Claire will die, and the game will autosave afterwards. So I have to live with the knowledge that I killed Claire.
They're moving to pass.
That's just how it's gonna be.
Dare him to try.
Watch your back. We're running out of dialogue. I dare him to try. How many poles can this thing take to the face? I mean, they can say the same thing about me, I guess. I just realized it's taken out a lot of... what? Whoa! Interesting. This. Not exactly Mount Akina, but it's definitely some bullshit.
We can win this, V.
Can we? Can we? The further the handling gets worse, the more parts fall off of this thing. It'd be funny if that was a part of the mod. Eventually, when it's limping along, it handles just as bad as base game. I mean, I'm still driving a supercar. Also, this thing's cool inside.
Place, V. Oh my fucking god, we won! We're finals.
Did that guy have the Vato? Was that my car?
Hell yeah.
Don't stop yet, okay? Move up a bit further.
What for?
Need to talk. Something you should know.
Okay.
Sit down for a spell over there, okay?
What, not gonna talk inside the climate-controlled, secure, airtight car? 1 second, Claire. I've gotta know, because that looked like my car. Yeah, one sec, one sec. Not quite the same. Nope, yeah it is. You just have the Vato sitting here, regardless of whether or not you actually own it. That's interesting. Yeah, it's the ambience that she needs. Privacy, you've got privacy. You're actually got better privacy than you have being right next to a fixer.
You feeling all right? Come on, V. We need to talk.
Wow. Quite the view.
Yeah. Me and Dean. We like to come here.
Wanted to tell me something?
I mentioned Dean before. My husband, yeah?
Wheel to your heat, right?
Sweetest man I ever knew. We were friends before my gender transition. He brought daffodils to the hospital. To new beginnings, he said.
Were you married long?
12 years. Dean used to laugh that for our 15th, said he'd finally talked me into my first implant. I was prepping some surprise.
Mind if I ask why you don't sport any chrome?
I love machines, V, I do. But I don't ever want to become one. Is that weird?
A little, I guess, but it's fine.
Dean. Only person who could have convinced me to chrome up. But guess we'll never know if he'd have managed, huh?
Why tell me about Dean? Meaning, why now?
He died during a race last year. The final. Not your standard fatality, though.
You saying you feel at fault for his death?
Me at fault? Why would you think that? He was flatlined by a
I
Corporal
had
Eagle
paced those
Weasel.
out so they don't
Peter
seem to.
Sampson.
At least they're shorter and
Exceptional
less
walking
cringy.
rot.
Your husband. How'd he die exactly?
We'd just powered into the final straight. Sampson peeling up the tarmac ahead of us. Was clear we couldn't win, so Dean let up on the chew. And then that snake slammed on the brakes. Dean also had to. He lost control.
But isn't that how this race works?
You don't get it. Road was clear to the finish line. He would have won. It was premeditated.
What's the Corpo's deal?
Doesn't really matter, was only ever another adversary to me. But to Dean and Sampson had a history going way back.
Something happened between them?
Okay, so it doesn't look that great on medium.
Dean never admitted anything, but yeah. Yeah, there was some kind of strife. Something personal to their rally rivalry. When Sampson came first, Dean got hot and bothered.
Right, so this isn't business as usual. For you, this isn't about winning.
That's right. Fuck winning. I want Sampson dead.
And this, your best plan for vengeance?
Folks die on the track all the time. Won't seem unusual at all. Another day at the races, in line with the rules.
And me. Guess you want my help to zero him.
Killing Sampson matters more than taking first. We have to make a choice. Sorry I lied to you, V.
Means a lot to you. This. So yeah, let's bury the bastard.
Thank you. It's important. I need it.
See you for the final?
That's right. Till then, V.
There's an awful lot of vengeance in this game. So much of it just doesn't work out. The hell of a view. In fact, they never fixed that Ferris wheel. or even finish tearing it down. It could collapse on that street, but clean the name, so wait until anything on the map. Prime. Side job. Side job out with Alcadalgos. Aldecaldos. We are here, so let's go visit the Dalgos. The Javelina. This mod apparently specifically makes the Javelina functional. I don't believe it. Heck, better stop fucking with my radio. Never turn off the dad roll. This is a Nomad car. Hold on. I heard gunfire, so obviously I need to go see what happened. Militech, cool. Don't have to feel bad. That's about my aim. I didn't say put my gun down, I said take some drugs.
It's just me!
Okay. Heck Militech. They are normally a pretty tough fight. I mean, it did take a lot of bullets off of them. Have actual points and rifles. Yeah, the Javelina's doors go wrong, and that's probably the cool thing about it. Also, the Nomad Javelina has these open wheel wells and struts. Is a dually in the back or just one big fatty? Big fatty in the back. Heck of a hood scoop. And of course you can do that on like all the cars and see the engine. I like this one. It was originally my favorite for a while and my first character just because it's heckin' fast. But it's also really hard to control at base. Like, I legitimately should not have been able to make that turn. Get pointing in the right direction. This thing fishtails worse than the than anything else I've driven. But it feels grippier. Why were you standing still? Was that some insurance job? Still better than it used to be by far. Being the Nomad version, it's all pimped out and messed up and good for off-road. Yeah, it does sound like I'm redlining the engine. There's no gear shift in the game, though. Missed 2 roads because I don't recognize them as actual roads anymore. Still pulling turns at 90. On dirt. Yeah. That's the base game, the handling is really rough. Really, really rough. And there's actually a toggle to desensitize the handling, which makes some of the cars more manageable. But honestly, this mod makes a huge difference. I would not be able to do this wobble, which was very controlled. Thank you again for pointing me at this the Forza mod for this. This is really good. Knew they'd be on the bluff. Why did I not go for the bluff? Yeah, I need to look up an optimization mod just for streaming, if nothing else, because when I'm just playing on my own, it doesn't peak out my video card. It's all fine. In fact, I think if I turn off VC face, I'm going to stay at around 80%. Oh, gorgeous. I love the fact that they cleaned it up. And good, they took the Militech logos off the side and gave it a badass flame paint job. See? Straps. Straps, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that was right into your... It's my bad.
How's Jake holding up?
Not so great. We managed to stem the bleeding, but
Oh, this fucking...
without that implant.
We'll handle it. Jake got hit. Badly. He needs a new kidney as of this minute. Only problem is, he's got sickle cell anemia. He'll need a specially customized kidney implant. As you can imagine, that kind of thing isn't easy to come by out here in the Badlands.
Raff and Shiv. Were they the ones behind this?
Mm-hmm. We pulled through this time. Barely. Shrapnel caught Jake half an inch below his flak jacket.
That's a tough break.
It still isn't too late to save him. But time's running out.
You can find an implant like that in Night City. No questions asked.
Right. Dakota called up her contact at one of the hospitals. Was told they could work something out.
But
that means getting to the city, and you see the state the camp's in. Raff and Shiv could come back at any moment. It's all hands on deck. You know where this is going, V. I won't beat around the bush. Can you help us?
I was gonna help you like 10 minutes ago, but you kept talking.
You can count on me.
I know, V. Dakota's contact works at a hospital
Some
in
reason,
Little China.
something about his face
All you
reminds
have to
me
do
of
is
the
pick up the implant.
front man
The
from
money
Eiffel
will take a more
65.
secure route.
Gotcha. See you later then.
I think it's the facial hair. Okay, now to go back to my car. Sure I can't drive the tank into the city? The doors are wildly impractical in this thing, but it's so fucking cool. Let me check. Archer quartz. Don't want. Seeing if there are any other bad rides to buy. Archer quartz is kind of a crap car. It's like if you ordered your Mustang off Wish. Actually, if you ordered it off Wish. So, not sure if it was covered all that well, but Raph and Shiv are nomads that are cast out of nomad society for being just the worst of nomads. The Wraiths are one of the biggest gangs of Raph and Shiv. They usually don't form gangs, is the thing, because they're total dicks. Get a bunch of serial killers and sex pests together and try to find a leader among them, it gets ugly. But the Wraiths are actually coordinated, and a part of that is they're in a Corvo's pocket. So they have good incentive to play nice with each other. Raffen, tragically, give all nomads an incredibly bad rap. Hooray, through the tunnel again. Oh wow, and my headlights don't turn on. Cool. Damn it. Through. Through. I hate this cave. Even if I got my favorite car from this game. I should just leave a motorcycle parked at each end of the cave to get through. I'm gonna have another motorcycle. That was spicy. Stayed on the wheel. A little uglier than it was, but that's okay. Bring a skateboard. Yeah. I mean, I may not be a skater boy, but I am a punk. Cyberpunk. But I don't know anybody who does ballet. There might be more to say. I don't know the rules on that, man. Cyber wheels in your legs. Funny thing is, cyber Heelys are actually in the top. Cyberpunk predicted Heelys before anybody else. Which is a shame because Heelys are just terrible. Terrible. I don't know why I said it that way. Terrible. The divide between rich and poor is just right along that. I can't get them in this game, but you can purchase Cyber Heelys in the tabletop. Purchase a lot of things in the tabletop. Oop. That truck caught me. Fortunately, the front end of this is very grippy to other vehicles, with its pointy bits and open bits. And I think the most outlandish thing you can get in this is the upgrade to the double jump legs, which, you know, double jump in and of itself is ridiculous. But the upgraded version, actually, you hover. not just you have reinforced ankles that let you double jump somehow, but you've also got hover jets. I've not used those yet. I went with the Lynx Paws to get the sneaky sneak and the 80% reduction of fall damage, which combined with the 80% reduction of fall damage on my boots means I basically don't take fall damage unless it's terminal. That guy's been around Night City long enough, just... I think the handling is actually the worst, more damage the car takes.
You in a hurry?
Yes. I have a transient to save. I need to go purchase an kidney. Oh! That is the first time I've seen a car go over. Nice.
Listen up, people. I've got a public service announcement. It's about the scourge of our age, that chrome nightmare that you know as cyberpsychosis.
I wonder if that's stock and it's just always it's impossible to notice because it's always terrible. That's entirely possible. It has stand clear on the front bumper. How did I not notice that earlier? That's... I'm surprised I wasn't throwing smoke with my front bumper being on my wheels like that. Then again, it shouldn't have a radiator at that point. Sensor. Gonna need something... Gecko. To make the delivery. Shion Kai. Good. Stay there.
That's right. You got the goods.
Right here.
So too good to have your opening dialogue?
Especially for sickle cell anemics. Just like we agreed.
Eddie's will get to you.
Yeah, yes. Later, I know. I have to go now. I'm operating.
Help! Help me!
They never make it easy, do they?
You know what? Yeah. Every last one. Also, that perfect grenade throw was me fat fingering the controls. I want to take credit for it, but I just can't. That just made my job so much easier.
Don't shoot!
I'm not gonna shoot yet. Make sure I murdered all the cops in the area. I mean, retired. There we go. All good.
I won't if you give me an explanation. And it better be fucking good.
The phone call with Dakota. It was tapped. The police. They made me do it.
Nice try. Badges wouldn't go to all that trouble over a kidney implant.
Wait, please! It's the truth. They said they were rounding up every last Raff and Shiv member in Night City.
But Dakota isn't... Never mind. You won't get it.
Let me go. I didn't want to get mixed up in this. I had no choice.
Unlike the badges, I don't kill people without a good reason.
Oh, God. Thank you. Thank you.
You should be thanking me, not God. Isn't that what docs always say?
The kidney is legit.
Wait, wait! The super kidney. The police put a virus onto it. Use the firmware from this shard if you want the patient to live.
Your honesty is much appreciated.
It's the least I owed you.
It's better be worth it.
Okay, now the kidney's legit. I just noticed it throws confetti sometimes. Oh my god, it's a random grenade? Make more. Oh, but I can make those. Let's give the arm gun a bit of a rest. And 28. Oh yeah. Whip. There we go. Yep. Oh my god. Purple mist, confetti, streamers, missiles.
Shit!
Oh cool, relic malfunction in bullet time. You have to go to a Ripper dock to swap cyberware itself, but certain cyberware has upgrades to it. Like these optics, I can go ahead and put different... but I like threat detector, which highlights enemies that have detected you, the non-lethal mod, and then trajectory director, which shows where power shots are going to be bouncing to. That. But I cannot specifically uninstall... I don't think I can. Nope. Cannot specifically uninstall that projectile launcher. But I did install metal plating to it and explosive. You have explosive. You had the Militech round. What? Let's go with tranquilizer anyway. Wait, hold on. Arms had of it. So you do need a Ripper for that. Neon is a lot faster. Oh, wow. And handling is a little less pleasant. It recovers well, but it's... dark, is what it is. Good acceleration. I think that was the same Yakuza. You're saying. Keep calling them the Yakuza. They're not even the Yakuza. Same Tiger Claws that I kept capping last couple sessions. Yeah, was not making that. Alright, physics. And it squeaks when it lands, that's great. Thank you, hologrammatic sign, for not being physical. No, well, okay. I'm not going to say the job isn't timed. There's no timer presented to you. I think if we dick around, come back in a couple days, he's probably dead. Just like how we botched that job with that, with our neighbor who was an NCPD officer who was suffering from PTS. And we didn't come back to console him again in time and make sure his friends know the kind of shit he was dealing with. So he committed suicide. That was fun to find out you could actually fail that job. But I've also just never given this job the chance to expire, so... to take the time today, or tomorrow I should say, to review my computer area. I need to redesign my layout a little bit. It's a closet, it's a small area. And I've kind of just got like wire octopi everywhere. And I want to be able to pull my mixer out so that when I want to spin some vinyl, I can get it at least halfway to the turntable so that the mic will be able to reach the rest of the way. I do also have a longer mic coming in. Not just, it's my streaming setup, but it's also my gaming rig in general, so it's where if I'm doing anything on a computer that isn't work, it's where I'm at. I'll post a couple pics of my setup currently. Want me to put them into your Discord, or I can toss them into the fluff pile? And also, I've currently got like a tabletop made of spare bits of flooring. I'm putting in laminate upstairs on my floor. It's a very versatile way of doing a desktop, but it's currently, the original plan was a floating shelf with a heavy-duty monitor swing arm. However, I found the one wall in the house that's not lath and plaster. So I now have a hole in my wall where the shelf was anchored. I wouldn't mind having a stand desk or sit to stand actually would be better for me. Yeah, make a battle station channel. I also got a 3D printed hand attached to my wall that holds a wine glass. So I have one at hand because also right next to where my... So that shelf that I put the bookshelf of RPGs is to one side of the door to my battle station, as you call it. And then on the other side is more books, a couple more, but mostly things like statues, and then I've got a wine rack. Pull the work laptop off, flip the mic around, switch a few monitors, and yeah, actually sounds pretty versatile. I've got one of those, like, hospital tables, like they wheel up to your hospital bed. That all my work stuff's on, so I can push it off to the side when I'm done. Which I also redid around my turntable and projector. Seriously, there is an invisible wall there. You saw me grinding against nothing. I left sparks against nothing. That's some old bunkum. Yeah, I will, at the end of the stream, I'll take a picture of the way it is right now. Okay, having me have a hard stop there, that's fine. I can't drive through camp. How did they get their cars there?
Got Jake's implant, but there's a virus on it. You'll have to swap out its firmware with the original on the shard.
What a surprise. Nomads always get special treatment.
I'd like to see your
Thanks
setup,
for being
too.
careful, V. Come by in a few hours. Things should settle down by then.
I just noticed that job was called Fortunate Son. Actually, let's see what the
See?
Kalos have for
Hello?
dinner. They are the ones that sell cyber. Oh, I was out of those because I made sell off all this superfluous top hardware. Creator, giggity, grenade. I can biohazard grenades. You should take a picture. If I'm showing you mine, you gotta show me yours, darling. It's only fair. And how about their rip? Still nothing. Eyes, I don't think there's. Second. Some stuff actually opened up. It's all cyberware cooldowns. Alright. That. So that's nice. There are better Sanvestins I can get, but this one does 16 seconds of 50% time. The others are like in 12 and up to 25 seconds of like around 15%, but also grant some better effects than crit chance of 20%, crit chance boost of 20%, which is what I would want, but I'm not too worried about. I'm not saying words, wasn't I? Pretty sure I'm saying words. Oh, yeah. The benefits of the the top tier cyberware are pretty nice, but the bullet time on it's not nearly as good. I like 50% bullet time for cycle. I like 50% bullet time for 15 seconds with a cooldown of 30 seconds. Me move. It's a lot of bullet time. Oh, that's right. There was a random couple of them. Hey, what are you? That's really what I want, is you get this investment in speedware for the speedware. I don't necessarily want. I'm not going to knock having damage bonuses and better crit bonuses, but I'm not getting it for that. I'm getting it for speed. An 18% speed buff is not, to my mind, worth it. Even though one of them is called the Warp Dancer, which is pretty dope. Very Harlequin. Yeet. Poor Rocky Ridge, just an absolute ghost town. Oh! Ah, did not make that turn well. But did not come off of my motorcycle going 80, 120k. And the best part is, I think we're avoiding that goddamn tunnel. If not, we're on a motorcycle. Yep, avoided it entirely. Oh. Everything's a lot grippier with this mod on, which is good. I should actually try some of the trucks. I bet they're practically in place now. Wow. That was some air. Always those cops there. Civilians, whatever. Seeing a car parked like that and people just hanging around outside of it, 9 times out of 10, it's punks. Yep, still crap at turning. Let's just stop here and go.
Hey, got a client. Well, actually, it's just Nancy's son who's looking to get back something that was stolen. And, yeah, that Nancy. The one who punched Keys in Samurai. Oh, one more thing. If you could recover this gong's wheels too, that'd be real nice. So, you in? If so, find the details attached.
Alright, search and recover for my least favorite fixer. Rare bootleg samurai recording. It's an old saying, if it wasn't for fools, there'd be no sages. Same is true for fixers. The fool who needs your help is a man by the name of Dan. Dan has a gambling problem. Lately he managed to lose his car in a game of cards. To tell the truth, the ride's no great loss or anything. The guy isn't short on cars. But what was valuable was a one-of-a-kind bootleg samurai recording stowed in... How did our fool come into possession of it, do you ask? Well, he's Nancy's son. Same Nancy who played keyboard for the band. In days, snot-nosed boy used to call me Auntie. You'll get that album for me. Gut tells me they haven't pawned it off just yet. It's probably still stashed somewhere around the place. If you can swing it, grab Dan's car too for a little bonus. I'll snap you the coordinates of the guy holding goods. Be aware, he licks the boots of 6th Street. So expect it to deal with another fool. Stubborn one. Rogue, you were nothing if not poetic. And I didn't hear anything about not killing people.
Hello? Who's there?
You better pray I don't find you.
What the?
Deep breaths. What was that?
What? Trying to play gorilla now?
Yes. Ook ook, motherfucker.
Huh?
What the?
I'ma get you. Try my new toys out on you.
I'm all for trying new toys, darling. Don't trust the quality of the shop you buy.
Just like training.
Just like training, getting picked off one by one. You were the worst squad ever. So naturally, you were mobile infantry.
You better pray I don't find you.
Not a praying type. I mean, except for preying on men who have way too much confidence in their role and abilities. Then yes. Also, screw you maggot fuckers. I can't wait to play a game that inspires less swearing and talking shit than this game does. 'Cause it really clashes with the Sakura motif I've got going on, and 3D reveal is going to be at odds with things. Really good old double-barrel shotgun. No wonder you so bad. Got absolutely a 100% zero. At least those of y'all with assault rifles had the decent taste to have a couple of upgrades on them, some optics. And you probably didn't have them zeroed in, but they looked cool. Ah, Johnny's shoes, that's where we're...
I remember that gig. Blew my vocal cords out so hard I couldn't speak for a week.
Must have been fun to watch.
What, the gig?
No, you not speaking for an entire week.
Get shit on, Johnny. Nobody likes you. They feel caliber. Yep, it is another Caliburn. The Batmobile with less cool paint job. Well, okay, it's got a pretty awesome paint job by comparison to the no paint job. You're gonna try and not wreck this fucking car driving. Why did I bother saying anything? You know what? It's a little scratch. Fine. I like the shiny sides to it. The chrome and the red, that's a good combination. Not sure about the white accenting. I think black would have been, more black would have been better. This is the same freaking place.
Good call.
It's really beating up random civvies. Fuck you. I did not mean to do that. That was all terrible. 3 stars already. Let's go find somewhere to hold up.
Anyways, come on out.
Nope.
Whatever. I don't care.
God damn it. It was incredibly pretty, though. And you gotta give me that. Was an impressive amount of explosives for one little grenade named after Clown. I mean, I'm not looting the bodies of the... I just... The fact that I didn't save the people they were killing is an issue, but... Put it away. Put it away. There we go.
I've got your bootlegs.
Also, this guy is clearly related to the
What
samurai.
bootlegs? What are you talking about?
The samurai contacts.
Look at all the...
The ones you hired me to find.
Oh, yeah, totally. Why didn't you say so? Shit, man, Shimura. Get the wheels too?
You scazzed right now?
What? That not allowed? You know how hard it is when your parents famous? You don't. Nobody does. Maybe Yorinobu Arasaka.
I don't
Park
like
downstairs. Keys are in the ignition.
What? For real? That's fucking far out, Shum. I won't forget this.
God. Sure, your name is Dan and not...
The closest thing to a glacier.
Can't go that way.
A gig well done, V. Our client's satisfied not only to get his hands on that recording, but the wheels too. A satisfied client means a satisfied fixer. Hell, you should be satisfied too. Contracts closed.
I am.
Payments on its way.
I'm extremely satisfied. I'm a master of stealth. I'll prove it by going right past all these cops again. My goddamn reward over here. 10 grand. How can we complain? Okay. What else do we have going in? Now we have a good bit of Johnny Silverhand's last luggage set. Thank you, Scorpion. I'm so screwed if I have to come down this area again, because there is not a part in this nice neighborhood that the cops are not looking for me and wanting me dead on sight. Same area where I just kept running into trouble earlier. All because I threw a clowns to somebody. Can't take a joke. Well, poor cops. Oh! Excuse me. Running from the cops. Don't mind me. running from the scene of an accident where I got yeeted off a motorcycle. Now I'm doing drugs and getting shot at by the 5-0. Fine. Fine. It's all good. Normal, everyday stuff, really. I mean, distressingly for me.
You're just gonna sit there forever, ain't you?
That's right. You stop chasing me. Don't want to burn off too many donuts, do you, piggy? Frogger, but cyber. Cyber. Just walked past 3 NCPD scanner missions that I have not resolved because I do not.
Welcome to Jinguji.
Holy crap, do they pay you to be that ugly? Well, your name's literally Hustle, so yeah, probably.
Ah, look who it is. What a lovely surprise. I'd almost forgotten that pretty face, and what a pity that would be. Welcome back to our little oasis of elegance. Now, what can I do for you today? Maybe a little upgrade, Sequins are back, you know.
Looking a little empty these days.
What can I say? Jinguji is about quality, not quantity. Now, just between the two of us, a touch of elegance can go a long way.
Okay. Yeah, let's buy some patterns. Like being able to make things. I don't see any astrally.
Ice her!
Oh.
Guards, get the door! Hold him there!
Take it down now!
Hold on!
Fuck V, get down, he's whack.
Max Tech, be here in a moment. Hold him! Hold him till they get here!
Talking to me?
Don't let him kill me!
I don't kill cyber psychos. It's fine.
Max Tech, thank God.
Move! Keep it up! Target neutralized. Secure the witnesses.
Just had to go play dutiful consumer in a corpo suit shop.
Can hear you, remember?
How could I forget?
You, over there. Statements, now.
Finally.
It just
have to mop this gunk up. We'll be back in business.
the fact that they're in such in sync is
Situation
terrifying.
resolved. Deactivate alarm. Sit.
You're named.
Hands where I can see them.
Most of you are just officers.
In accordance with Article 105 of the Cyberpsychosis Procedure Code, your statements will be recorded and retained. Melissa Rory, Max Tax Senior Officer. Please state your name and occupation.
Zane Jagger. I work for Jinguji, an oasis of elegance. Sorry, habit.
V. Merc. Occasional client to Zane's.
Johnny Silverhand, rock legend, voicing V's head.
The
and
fuck,
also,
Johnny?
let me pretend I exist sometimes, okay?
Checks out. Please describe what happened starting from the moment of the attack.
I was just presenting V with a one-of-a-kind offer when I suddenly heard shouting from the street.
Zane was trying to sweet talk me into some sparkly sequin shit. Psycho storms in, wipes the hustle. Zane hits the alarm, locks us in with the fucker. Thanks, Zane. Mr. Jagger followed the correct security protocol. He significantly reduced the assailant's range of effectiveness. Yeah, noted. Played cat and mouse around the whole range of effectiveness before you lot showed up. Anything else? Unusual behavior?
Besides slicing and dicing my people and this store's reputation? No, nothing at all.
Thank you for your cooperation. That is all. Coroner's been notified. Be here any minute. Jagger, this store is closed until the investigation is complete.
Hey V, once we clean this place up, come by whenever you like. I'll handpick something special, just for you.
Smith, report.
Thanks.
How's it looking?
Later,
2
Zane.
killed, 2 wounded inside the store, 6 bodies on the street outside.
Where's the coroner? Nice work. You feel that back there? Feel his life leave his body?
Hold up a sec. Your mantis blades. Higurashi 2013s. Weren't those pulled off the market in '69? Recall they don't play well with neural processors. Poking at a part of the prefrontal cortex that shouldn't be poked at. Probably would have bought a pair myself, weren't for that.
Good eye. Had them installed years ago. They're very... precise.
Huh. Thought Max Tech preferred Arasaka blades as their standard issue, but, well, seeing how you handled these wrist razors.
They're my reminder. When I see them, I see what they've sliced. Muscle, tendon, bone, even implants. Like a hot knife through butter.
But you're with the good guys now, right? You always just wipe them? You know, herd therapy can sometimes work.
Apprehending the target alive carries additional risk for bystanders. Rarely done. Very rarely.
Rarely. More like never. How many psychos you save in your life?
Don't change the subject. You felt him die. Did you like it? That split second when the blood still flows?
Take off that helmet. I want to see the ding on your forehead.
If you're looking for a psycho soulmate, it ain't me, babe. You love the hunt, love the kill. Don't matter if they're psychos or regular Joes.
Oh, we're not so different, you and I. Saw that look on your face right after. You can't hide it. Join us. Could use a few more like you.
Wait, what? I've never done this job. I can join MaxTac?
Me, a cop. Last time I wanted that was pushing 6, maybe. Yeah, I'll think about it.
You do that. You certainly got a gift.
And you're a ventriloquist, apparently, because your lips didn't move for that last line. So are the RGB cables out of my computer a required part of the uniform? Or is this just something special you guys do for your boy band you got on the side? Ooh, they brought in one of their healers. Which has no good information on it. Hello to MaxTac ninjas. You are holding a pistol shotgun all wrong, buddy. Your buddy's got it. So, that was actually a hell of an Easter egg, because that... I hope y'all have seen the teaser trailer for this game that came out like a million jillion years ago. Where it was just a couple of still shots for the most part, playing Archive's bullets. That lady was the cyber psycho in that, who the MaxTac lieutenant, who all of these MaxTac officers are based on, was going to summarily execute with his Crusher shotgun. That then ended up in their helo at the very end, after they're all like, Cyberpunk 2077, CD Projekt Red, out when it's damn ready, lies. At the end, you see somebody with a ding on her head in the halo with other MaxTac officers putting on those goggles. That, genuinely, I love that. That is a fantastic Easter egg. I mean, I'm no goddamn cyber psycho. I'm perfectly balanced. Let's go do this last gig and then get out of here. Now, if you have not seen the teaser trailer, it's well worth checking out because it shows you the promise of the game and the beauty of it. Like, before corporate got involved, basically. I accidentally spawned a motorcycle on the other side of the next tech line. You just seriously sideswiped me? Yeah, you did. You did. I was out of your reach, and you decided you were gonna turn fucking clockwise and kick me. God damn motorcycle. Teaser trailer is also what got me into the band Archive. Controlling Crowds 1, 2, and 3, I really need to find hard copies of, but it's not easy to find. Claire, wanted to say thanks for the talk. Still sure you want off Samson? Yeah, my mind's made up. Thanks for opening up to me. I appreciate it. Thanks for listening, it means a lot. See you around, Claire. It'll be alright. The teaser trailer itself was just absolutely soaked with a bunch of little Easter eggs from the tabletop. Like there's a holographic display in the window of a woman in lingerie on her knees with a cyber arm that actually kind of matches the woman with the mantis blades that Max Tack was called in to take out. And that's actually the art from the main book in 2020, the reprint when they got an Italian artist to redo the art of Alt Cunningham. The gear the Max Tech were equipped with, the police aero car, all of it was something you could pull straight from the books. You could stat out those characters right off the bat. I'll just park right there. And smoke the drug. Let's see what's in the car. Gone and archived conversation. And money. Oh, make me read the archived conversation. Come on. There we go. Archived conversation between Marvin Hilton and Deleted. Mr. Hilton, few words of advice. Do not alter your daily routine. We do not want to attract any suspicion from coworkers or family. Please use only this telephone to communicate with me and only when absolutely necessary. Hilton. So what do I do now? Wait. Alright, I'm sending you the coordinates where we will meet. For your safety and ours, you'll receive information first transfer point only. Nothing on the rest of the route. Important, do not consume any alcohol, do not use brain dance or drugs, do not connect to any unknown networks, avoid contact with unknown persons. If I recall correctly, Mr. Hilton was being recruited. And it did not go down well. See, this is what I'm talking about. Rando's standing outside of a car. Instantly pinged as, well, fucking voodoo boys. Gang members.
Don't do this.
It's okay, I learned from last time. Not shoot the civvy. Here I'm doing justice. If I shoot you, I have to join Max Tech. I think that actually, let me check. Fortunate Son. Return to the camp when job's complete. Do other stuff until you're contacted. Wait a day for Claire to contact you. Yeah. Next session for Cyberpunk, we are doing Down on the Street. We are meeting Murder Daddy and talking to his contact, who is totally trustworthy and won't at all be an issue whatsoever. It's gonna be fine. It'll be fine. It's cool. Murder Daddy knows his people. Put weapon away. Let's go ahead and save this. Save over Pisces, because we got that done. And remember to quit this time instead of doing it tomorrow after I load up another game. Skip over to chatting. Well, thank you very much, everybody who stopped by. In particular, thank you to Swaffy for becoming the newest darling and pushing us over the halfway point on our fluff pile goal. And of course, Alter, thank you for having nothing better to do on a Thursday night when you don't work tomorrow. Coming by and chatting with me. It was actually quite fun to talk with you. It's always fun to talk with you, honestly, Alter. You're fantastic. That was another thrilling episode or session of Cyberpunk books. I was going to say in the works, but that didn't work, so I ended up floundering on my own words like a ninny. As often happens, words are hard, a wise woman once said. Let me just open my Twitch and immediately mute whatever is going to come up. Look at that. I want to see who's on. We've got... And hey, Drowsy, I should have known Doppel was here. Expert lurker, my darling. Expert lurker. Always good to have you here, too. We got Allie, which is Quilby's sister, playing Dead by Daylight. Bad, because I haven't actually watched any of her streams, but I don't like Dead by Daylight. Anya Faye is playing Ancestors, but actually Bree the Wolf, who's another... they are doing It Takes Two with Daddy Uwu 2. Bree, I believe, was from either Doppel's crew, or Comfy's. I don't recall where I met them. They are good people, and they're playing It Takes Two. That's always fun. Let's get a raid going. Trying to think of a raid message. I'm waiting until after I do my reveal and stick to my 3D model before I start to put into things and come up with like a standard raid message. But there's our raid message. So I'm going to /raid at Bree the Wolfie. Spelled it correctly. Fantastic. Let's kick on over to the ending screen, which you guys will see for not very long, but it's up there. As always, thank you for coming by, darlings. You all have a lovely night. And, as is tradition in the standard of the game, metal over meat never fade away. Bye-bye. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Bye. Thank you all for showing. Those who stayed extra, I love you more.